Angel, Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
Yeah,
you want one quick question?
we can't ask Rashad question.
Hey, Rashad.
Last ATO in the game. Obviously dropped us for Asia, Chelsea inbounding, but I think the subplot in all is Kelsey Plum continuing to screen for you. You do so effectively. Can you just kind of speak to just her growth and just really how the buy-in as a smaller guard to screening can kind of play functionality wise to the offense?
Yeah, she really takes a lot of pride in her screening. And, there's a lot of combinations that we use with her and Asia. She's such a great screener. She's such a great shooter and scorer. She's setting a pick for Asia. You got to kind of pick your poison with those two in action. So, it was a heck of a pass by Chelsea. Her timing was really great, but you're right. The real special part there was Plum's screen. Asia that close to the rim, it's going to finish. So, but it was really KP that got her open.
I'm curious on ATOs like that. I know obviously you practice them, but like how much with a veteran team that you have, like how much are you actually going over that stuff on a regular basis?
We haven't recently, but there's times in practice or in shoot. We're not really practicing anymore. So in shoot around, I'll tell them I'm thinking about drawing this or that, and then kind of have them run through it. But we didn't have a shoot around today, so that was the choice. I had a couple other rolling around in my head. One of them though, that I was thinking about, I know Spoon knows because we used to run it in New York. It's a Richie Autobato play. So I stayed away from the Richie plays because I know Spoon knows those. She actually got us in Vegas on the back pick, the jump ball back pick. That's a Richie Autobato plays. We used to do that in New York. So there's a couple of them I was rolling around. I was like, no, she's going to know those. So you're just really making split second decisions out there on what you want to do, and time and score. Are you going to need a 2? Are you going to need 3? How much time you have? All that stuff kind of goes into play.
Can you speak to Megan Gustafson? Obviously, she got the start today, just the stay ready mentality and her ability to impact the margin screen team.
Yeah, I mean, she was great today. We, we've talked to the team about just we're going with matchups in that 5th spot. Sometimes it could be AC, it might be Megan, it might be Kia. It just depends on what we feel we need each night. We thought AC was a better matchup the other night in Minnesota. And we thought Megan, with the size of their bigs, was a better choice to start today. And it'll probably be the same thing, with Dallas with their 2 bigs. So we'll see. We're kind of like a win today. What's important now? That's a little slogan that, our assistant coach, Tyler, talked about, and I liked it.
One last quick one for you. So we talked about your experience both as a player and a coach on both sides of basketball. In a season like this one, where you had some highs and lows, do you feel like a game like this one, especially for the extravagant ending, can kind of catapult you or streamline you where you desire to be at?
I mean, I hope so. I mean, I always have faith that, we're going to win basketball games. My faith is unwavering, probably to a fault. I just think they can always do it. That's my expectation. On a night that we really struggle to shoot the ball from 3, we didn't get a monster game from Asia. If her 17-footer was going today, she was going to ring up 50. She happened to have a little bit of an off night, but she kept playing defense, and we held them to 75. I'm good with those numbers. And conversely, that's a team that probably doesn't traditionally shoot the 3 as well. And I thought they knocked down shots today. So it was kind of feel fortunate to walk out with a win, really, when we shot terrible and they shot very well on shots that I would say, we probably shoot better than them. They shot them better than us today.
Let's go to Zoom. Mike Vogel.
Yeah, Coach, I just wondered, in terms of with Chelsea Gray, do you feel like she's becoming more and more herself as she has more reps? And in a game like today, it seemed like I don't know, there was some moments of real, I guess, Chelsea confidence that we saw, in points where it was really important.
Were you in our coach's locker room today, Michael, or what?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's what we just said, the confidence that she was oozing today. Again, didn't necessarily shoot the ball, but she was on point every other area of the game with her passing, her rebounding. She gets in and gets, 7, 8 rebounds. That helps us a lot, especially with a team like that really just hammers you on the glass. But it's always her mind that sets her apart. And to be honest, like she feels very good. And she's playing better and better, and she's getting to be more and more herself. But the bottom line is she's not even a year out from her fracture, and so that's very impressive and substantial to where she is and the work that she's put in and how she can impact a game, with really not being able to bend her foot, so she's just a special player. Her mind is second to none. She is just sharp as a tack. And, worst case scenario for me, I'm like, even if you like, just give me your eyes and mind out there, and I can work with that.
Thank you.
All right, Jordan?
Hey, coach. So I wanted to talk about your bench. You got some valuable contributions off your bench. So what have you just liked from your bench so far this season?
Oh man, they've been consistent. We've had more firepower coming off our bench, so it's been good. Tip Hayes gives us just a gear that I love. I am a huge Tiffany Hayes fan. Coming off just being that microwave scorer, but she just mixes it up defensively too for us. I mean, she's long, she's kind of gangly, like she's just a flash of speed. So she totally gives us a different look. It's a totally contrasting look to say like a Chelsea, or some of our other players where, they're skilled. They'll dance you like this, where she can just flat out beat you with her speed. She's a great creator. She plays defense, she plays the right way. And then, AC is just like old City Eddie. She's just like old Mrs. Reliable back there. Like you can put her in any situation and she is going to be solid. Who she is she's been her whole career. And then, we sprinkle it. I liked Kia Stokes coming in off the bench the other night, just defensively anchoring us. Same thing tonight. You saw me sub Kia in last play of the game, because I trust her instincts. I trust her defensive prowess. So it's just a matter of everybody staying ready. I think Sid's giving us good minutes. Kate, the thing is we're struggling to win games. There's just no margin for error. So, I always try to be fair with my players. Doesn't mean it's always equal. There's a big difference, so coming in off the bench, you have to be super solid. Where, Asia Wilson, yeah, she has a longer leash. She can make a few more mistakes and you're going to roll with it. If we could get out the gates good, that would help not have so much pressure on our younger players like a Kate Martin. It's huge moments. It's huge stakes right now when we're trying to crawl in for playoff position. So we're getting them in when we can. And it's their job to just be solid. And like I said, Megan's probably, hasn't had those consistent minutes. So for me to throw her in the starting lineup and her to perform on a night where we're not making any threes, she steps out and gives us a couple, that's huge.
Thank you. We're gonna, apologies to everybody with their hands up. We only have one time for, Callie. And because we got a plane to catch to head to get to Dallas. So Callie, go ahead.
Hey, coach. Obviously, basketball is a game of runs. Aces had some crucial ones throughout the game, and then the Sky was really effective in cutting into your lead at the end of that fourth quarter. Is that something you just chalk up to their talent and their coaching, or was there something specific there at the end that stood out or concerned you from your team perspective?
More so than tonight, Callie, probably the ongoing trend of not being able to get stops when we need to get stops. That is definitely a concern for me. However, tonight, when you're picking and choosing as a coach what you're willing to live with and what you can't live with, they hit some shots that we're kind of willing to live with. Like we're willing to live with Kennedy Carter shooting threes. It's better than her getting in the paint, finishing, and drawing contact and doing what she does. I think that's her. You always want to make people try to beat you with their second and third moves, not their first moves. And so in the scheme of things, you know, Lindsay Allen steps up, hits a three. Kennedy Carter hits some big threes. You can't take away everything. And we won the paint. That was a priority for us tonight. And on a night that you shoot 25% on the road and 38% overall, to walk away with a win, I feel super fortunate. So we did something right.
Thank you so much. Congrats on the win.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
Yeah, we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.